Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are almost there. We have 2 trophies left until we get the platinum. We've got one involving World 3 and one involving World 4. So we'll get started in a second. What's up, Soup? Good to see you. Okay, cool. So the one involving World 3 is a speed run. We need to beat all 8 levels in like 8 minutes, I think. Let's see. I should look up the actual time. It is in under 8 minutes in one go. And then the second one that we need to do. Oops, and hopefully I'm still streaming. Okay. I think I'm still good. The second one that we need to do is World 4. We need to beat the entirety of World 4 in 10 deaths or less. I'm a little bit practiced at both. So yeah, we'll get started. Nice, good work making some progress, Soup. I definitely made some progress myself. Yes, Alex, I did Boss Rush. Boss Rush actually, the trophy popped. It's like bugged. It popped when I did not actually do Boss Rush Deathless. I might go back and do that legit. I actually don't think, like, everyone was hyping that up to be the hardest thing in the trophy list. I don't actually think that that's going to be the case, but I guess we don't know until we did it. So this is the speed run. We need to do this in under 8 minutes. Every level in this world under 8 minutes. I think I'm pretty far off at this point. I'm also gonna struggling to really read chat during this. It's 8 levels total, so we've got to average like a minute per level. This is a pretty hard little section. Good, made it through. Hey, and we got our minute. This is a very tough opening section to this level. Just getting this timing right. It's tough. And then this is pretty hard too. Yeah. So this probably kills the speed run. Yeah, okay, we'll restart. Ooh, nice work, Soup. Yeah, Soup, do you have you done Trepidation yet? I would guess not if you're in Worlds 4 and 5. Yeah, so there are a couple of parts where I'm not super confident. That part that I was just struggling with is definitely one of them. And then there's a part in the second to last level. The very start of the second to last level, I can die a good number of times on. This part I don't really like either. This part can be annoying. Good. Great if we could get this in one. Nice. Okay, I'm getting much better at that. I used to really suck at that. Okay. Good. This can be tough too. Okay, at least we blocked the bottom there. Good. That's not terrible. Not great, but... Good. I don't know if there's a faster way to do this, but I just use that guy to push that out of the way. Probably a faster way to do it. Good. That was pretty good. What's up, Dioxide? Yeah, the no death run on World 2 was definitely tricky. Not as bad as these last two. But yeah, I tried to do that on stream a couple days ago and was not able to do it on stream. A pretty short level. This is a long checkpoint. The corpses actually get in my way here if I die. God damn. I hate, like, I should almost be playing on no corpse mode. Because this is just... Let's get that out of the way. Sometimes this boulder does not come down quickly. Like now, like I don't know what's going on with the boulder there. Yeah. I guess the boulder maybe really slows down if you die a bunch of times. I think the run is dead, unfortunately. Yeah, turn iron on. That's probably... I'm trying to think if I really abuse corpses. Okay. That'll at least help for the boulder. And then I don't know if I should do V or not, because the corpse... I think the corpses will end up being useful in the long run, but they really throw me off if I start screwing up like I was earlier there. Yeah, Alex, it's almost embarrassing to have you watch that first stream of when I sucked at the game and when I was getting frustrated with the game. That death's fine because the corpse actually locks the blowgun there. This section, let's try to nail this. Good. Getting better at that. A little too fast. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Worse than last time. Good. Okay, these corpses now might really screw me up. Okay, that's not the end of the world blocking the top dude. Okay, solid. Getting around that first one's always annoying. Good. Dude, that's a bad death. Okay. Okay, that's good that you don't take the. I was worried I was too harsh on the game. It really made me think of. I feel like there was such a discussion around Celeste and accessibility, and Celeste really wants anyone to be able to get through the game, and I definitely feel like this game um, shares some DNA with that, where it's like the core idea of the game is an insanely difficult platformer that anyone can get through. Um, and so I think that's just an interesting idea in general. Got a pretty good run going. That thing is. I was about to say that thing has killed me in the past, and it's a bummer because that's the end of a pretty long checkpoint. Ooh, okay, and traps reset. I see what that actually means now. I don't know if that will be a bad thing later in the run. I don't know if I rely on. Actually, I kind of rely on spamming trap deaths to get through this section. So traps being on here could actually be pretty bad, but it was not horrible. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, where are we up to? This one can take some time. Maybe the level that I'm weakest on, because I get impatient on these dudes. That's awful. Like, I should probably just set up a corpse path to get through that quickly, but okay, solid. Hello, Craig. This one I've been saying I think is about as difficult as um, Super Meat Boy. I think it's probably going to be a little bit easier in the long run, but overall, about as tough as Super Meat Boy. On the Dwarf 3-3, I'll take a look next time we go through. Okay, what's next? This level is not bad at all. Good. End section can be a little bit tricky. It's a long checkpoint too, so it's a bad death. Basically, if I get the timing right for the axe at the end, it's no problem, but it's a bummer to have this cycle be off. That's good. Nice. Okay, very solid. We were definitely on pace. Okay, this checkpoint is probably my next weakest one. Ah, shoot. That would have been great to hit that on the first try. God, I'm so bad at dodging that lower dude for some reason, and then, like, not great at the start either. Oh my god. disaster. I think it probably kills the run. I think we're gonna have to get much better at this checkpoint. And I should just put a corpse up against this lower dart. Okay. Well, we'll finish the run anyways, because I think we only have 2 more levels, but... What am I doing? Yeah, 1:30 on this. Will probably end up being 2 minutes. That's really bad. The weird thing is I have no idea how long the final level takes because there's no checkpoints. So it's possible the final level takes like under a minute, which means we could still have a chance. But yeah, I took 2 minutes on that. So this one, we just kind of try to... Oh, ooh, interesting. Traps resetting here is bad too. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to turn traps on in order to do this quickly. Because I really cheese a couple of these sections. Cool, and I should be able to get to the end from here without him. That sucks. But yeah, this is probably well more than a minute. Oh. Brutal. Okay, and then here's the section. So I could have done this whole section without him. Okay. Tough stuff. Let's see, what are people saying? Hello, Jethro, good to see you. On that coffin, the best way IMO is to play it safe and slide down the left wall and just land on the thing. Yeah, okay, so let me turn off iron. Okay, so we're gonna turn off iron because we really need to cheese that last level. Let's give it another go. I think this is the harder of the 2 trophies I have left. I have the other one is beating a world in 10 deaths or less, and I think I'm probably pretty close to it. I think I can probably do it in like... I practiced a little bit, and I think I'm probably at like 15 deaths. Let's reset. Nice to get a good cycle on the axe there. Good. Good. All right, this section can be tough, especially if we get off rhythm. All right, let's try it again. Nice. Okay. Could have gone a little bit better. The 10 death trophy is on Space Station, yes. World 4, I believe. This is another hard one. Yeah, those corpses are helping, though. It's fine. Just kind of brute forcing this one. Alright, could have gone better, but okay. Alex, did you ever... I feel like you hardly use the moving the ferry mechanic, other than, you know, its intended purpose, which is to prevent soft locks, I would assume. But did you ever think about making levels where you really have to use the ferry to like push stuff or do something different? Like I use it in that tiny little section there, but it's really one of the only places where I do it. Good. We got fast boulder, which is good, so we just gotta... The climb back up is scary, but... Good. Excellent, that was very good. Right, this level... Not too bad. Okay, this is a checkpoint that we should be careful at the end. Good. Section's tough. Probably the tightest timing section in the level. Ah. You get a little bit slow here. Good. Ah, shoot. Had it there. Okay, not great. Somebody recommended this game in my chat. I'm not sure who it was. Or I think in my last video that I posted, somebody left a comment. Interesting. So originally there were some levels where you had to use corpses. I'm just gonna make a path. Maybe a bad idea. Okay, yeah, definitely a bad idea. We're just gonna do it legit. But I get so frustrated when I fail. Probably my weakest level. God. Good. Yeah, not a great level, but I think we're probably still on time. Main challenge is just the difficulty. So you need to beat every level once without dying. And there's like 56 levels in the game, something like that. And some of them are super ridiculous. If I get the platinum, or I guess when we take a break from this, I will show the hardest level to you. The trophy guide said 30 hours. I think I'm going to end up doing it in like 50 to 60. So, I mean, not many people have gotten the platinum, so there's not a ton of data on it, but I think I found it harder than I expected. It's also listed, I think it's listed an 8 out of 10 in the trophy guide, which I think is way off. I think it's definitely a 9.5. Okay, this guy, you know what, we're gonna just take a death here. Just block that thing. That'll make this much faster in the future. Good. Okay, great to get through that checkpoint. I panicked for a second that we were still on iron mode. Craig, the main mechanic of the game is that your corpses stick around when you die, and so at least on the base difficulty, and so the idea is, the game becomes much easier as you die more and more. If we were really good, we could probably get past this tower. One more death here, and now we can definitely get over there. Okay, cool. Now, we're not quite there yet. We have to brute force our way through this stuff. I think we will probably, assuming this level is not a disaster, I think we will probably get it here. Okay, so now we can finish the level. Have to do those jumps, which sucks. God, so bad. We're stuck in hell in here. Okay. Really rough final level. We could have shaved like a minute off this time. Let's see. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that last level was too bad. Oh, that's a shame. Any permadeath? No permadeath, so you don't need to beat the entire game without dying, just each individual level once. And then there are a couple of trophies that you need to do with like low death counts. Yeah, interesting. I don't know how practice mode works on it. Craig, the hardest level in the game is trepidation here. I'll just show it off briefly. So you need to do this all with no deaths, and like these jumps are ridiculous where you need to do these tiny little edge grabs. I have my corpses on. I'm on easy mode, so I could be landing on my corpses. But it's, it's ridiculous. Land on that corpse just so I can show you the rest of the level. So like that maneuver is crazy. This maneuver. So that trap died, but normally there'd be a trap there. So now these jumps are way easier. This fall is super hard. Let's see if I can do it. Ah, close. Okay, anyways, that's the hardest level. What's up, Lucas? What's up, Enwish? Francisco, yes, I've already done it. I was just demoing this level, but I had to do this level in Deathless. which I did. I had like an entire 3-hour stream grinding that away. Yeah, I'm doing well. We got 2 trophies left. We have speedrun of World 3 and a low death run of World 4. This is World 3, so we got to do it in under 8 minutes. Fine, that death hits the switch. The bottom one will be blocked now, at least. We're gonna reset. And you know what? I'm gonna back to menu just in case. The description of the trophy is like beat level 3 in one go in under 8 minutes, and so I don't know if resetting the level invalidates that one go clause. So better safe than sorry. That's a bad death. We will reset again. That's very funny, Alex. I definitely would not have found the game without the platinum being super tough. Definitely similar to Celeste in that it's a, great difficult platformer. Celeste is easier. Like the vibe of this game, like I know that Celeste is about overcoming challenge and pushing yourself and all of that. But the vibe of this game is much more like you are going to die a lot. Probably worth a reset here, but we'll see. Okay. 56 seconds, that's actually pretty good. For anyone that doesn't know, Alex in chat here is the developer of the game, so he can give you nice little tidbits that I cannot. Oh. Reset completely. What's the hardest platformer, Plat? Depends if you consider Super Meat Boy Forever a platformer or not, since it's more auto runner. But it is definitely, for me, it was very close between Jump King and Super Meat Boy Forever. I've been watching Nick's streams on Jump King, and I mean that's just reminded me how absolutely awful Jump King was. Like I hated playing Jump King by the end of it, and that never really happened for Meat Boy Forever. And so I think from like a mental perspective, Jump King is the hardest one there is, because you just do not want to play that game anymore by the time you're done with it. Probably be a good idea to practice later levels, you're not wrong, but I think we are pretty close. Whew, okay, good. Glad to make it through there. One of the hardest checkpoints of the entire run. These jumps are scary too. Like, those guys shoot really fast. Good, 49 seconds. Very good. Yeah, I mean, Jump King is very much, you know, like getting over it, or any of the other games that where the controls are intentionally obscure and frustrating, and it's all about, you know, feeling the pain of climbing for 2 hours to fall and to lose all that progress. Does it feel good? No, like it's just a brutal. It's just a brutal game to play. I think fun for a casual playthrough, but the fall having to beat all those maps without falling is like psychological torture. It was so bad. Woo! Oh man, I thought I made it. That sucks. All right. Couple more. Yeah, this one I'm weak at. Probably would be a good idea to practice this one more, but I honestly think I'm decent at it. I just need to go slow. Like, really no reason to be dying on these guys. But I'm just impatient. Good. Every checkpoint here is valuable. Ah, that sucks. And the end of the level isn't too bad, but on the very last section, my timing can be thrown off if I die. Like, the timing of these darts and the position of the vases can get a little tricky. All right, good. I feel solid about this level until, actually, the entirety of this level is pretty good. a little bit scary at the end. Good timing on the axe. Nice. Tough level, and we're going to try to just block the bottom shooter there. Good. Okay, great to get that checkpoint out of the way. Take that. Never really understand that fire hitbox. It seems pretty safe. Get this checkpoint just in case. Okay, now let's just not choke on this final dude. And I'm not super concerned about this because it's like, I know I'm gonna have to take deaths to tank these spikes anyways. I'll probably get through it now. But now I should be able to finish the level without some really crazy maneuvers. Yeah. All right, this could be it. Yes, Pit Marauder. Whew. Beat Temple in under 8 minutes in one go, collecting all fairy statues. That's a tough one. Ooh, all right. Hello, okay. How's it going? What's up, Refined Plat? What's my rarest? I think my rarest is still Super Meat Boy. Tetris is getting up there too. No, I actually did boss rush. Last one is World 4. World 4 in 10 deaths or less. Lucas, I accidentally, so I got the boss rush trophy. I did not actually deathless it. It is bugged. I knew that it was bugged, but I did not intentionally try to get the bug to get the trophy. It just happened without me realizing what to do. At some point, I might go back and actually do it deathless. We will see. Ooh, thank you. Okay. Aaron Burns. I was gifted a membership. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's a couple bugged ones in here, Alex. Okay, that's awesome. That's you are my first member, and now Aaron will be there for 1 month. Yeah, people. I don't know if people will be happy or sad to have it bugged, Alex. I think people like the bugged trophies that are at least bugged in a good way. Okay. First and longest trophy. My first platinum was Astro's Playroom, the little free demo that they gave. And longest, it was either Jump King or Super Meat Boy Forever. Okay, cool. So let's jump into this. So last trophy that I need for the platinum is, what is it called? It is called Artificial Bear. Complete space station in less than 10 deaths in one go. So it's only 5 levels. I can use corpses. And we will obviously restart as I stupidly die. So I've practiced this a little bit. I think I'm pretty close, to be honest. I want to use my deaths very strategically. So the ending of this first level is maybe the hardest part of the entire world to do flawlessly. And so I'll show, it'll come up in a second, but I'm pretty okay with like using three or four corpses to make these jumps easier. Like I'm gonna just take one there to use in the future. That's fine. That makes this jump much easier. So if I can get this done with just two deaths, that is a very good start. Oh, man, that third one is not super hard either. Okay, 3 deaths. Not bad. Wait, this is the wrong world? Oh my god. Okay, then I have a good amount of practice to do then, because I'm not practiced on these. What are these levels? Let me make sure. So it says complete space station, less than 10 deaths. You're right. Okay. Okay, so I have not practiced on these, so we are going to have to relearn what's going on in all of these. I've, of course, done all of these already deathless, but... always nice to have the creator of the game come in and save you a bunch of time because your reading comprehension sucks. So thank you, Alex. Okay, not bad. 2 deaths. Five dash 3. There's one nasty saw. I should read one book for every platinum I get. I mean, a pretty good idea just for general confidence. Started that timing wrong. If you go right when that guy's about to flip up to hit you, all of those jumps are safe. Woo. This would be very clutch if I could get this on the first try. I don't think we'll be able to do it, though. Yeah. This one you gotta just like feel the rhythm for it, so it's I ever noticed the top of 2-2, like the last coffin, is Rude Bear's face? I did not. Okay, so that past level, we had 5 deaths, so a little bit tricky. This, I remember this being tough. Good. The boss of this world is easier than the boss of World 4, which I was practicing, so that's something. Bad. Man, if we didn't die so much on level 2, we could have a shot at this. This one's not that bad either. I'm pretty practiced on this one too. Yeah. Ah, shoot. This is a bad death. That corpse is not helpful. Oh, terrible death. That, I think, might... that certainly mathematically eliminates us. Ooh, and then this fall is tough to do deathless. This is the thing that I'll need the most practice on, I think. So the last time I played these levels, I just tanked this fall, basically. Though I think you can grind up against the wall and make it not that bad, yeah. Okay, that fall will be tough to do completely deathless, but with 1 or 2 corpses, we can probably get through it. Okay. Last level. Don't really know this one super well. Solid. Ah, yes. This can be hard to pull off. Yeah, see, you're in low grav there, and you just get flung on this wall jump. So you gotta take a really tiny jump. Okay. That one was not too bad either. Boss, I could definitely take some deaths too. It's like a Mega Man boss. That's all about rhythm, basically. Ah, yeah, that's a bad death. You can't get hit by the trash, and then there's an ice missile. And then if he grabs his own trash, he takes a point of damage. And you need to get 4 hits on him. So if you get the timing right with the missile and the trash, it's not too tough, but like that was close. Ah. Alright, only 1 more hit though. Bang. Ugh. I mean, we didn't have it anyways, but not super encouraging. Wow. That should be it. Maybe? Nope. Had to jump out of the way of the missile, which... My god, okay. Yeah. There we go. That'll do it. Okay, yeah, so that boss is a little bit scary for the final boss. Craig, which one did you recommend? I know that you've told me a couple of times. Is it Someone's Revenge? Yeah, I just need to tighten up 5-2. We'll just give it another full run, and we'll pay attention to 5-2. Your Youngest Revenge. Yeah, so I looked at that at some point. Honestly, the art style just turned me off of it so much that I was not super interested in it. So I will say it's not on my list to do in the short term, but you know, we're getting through so many of these that I guess I will say never say never. This final jump. Yeah, that's tough. All right, we'll reset. Try to get through that flawlessly. Have I played Towerfall? No, I haven't. I don't even know if I know what it is, to be honest. What is it? Sketchy. Okay, made it. Okay. Gotta go a little bit faster there, but if we can get through this in one death. Through it in two. We'll keep going if we get through it in two. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it before, but I have not played it. I said in the last stream I was looking at doing Downwell next. Sounds kind of similar. So what was that? Was that 2 deaths or 3? Wish I could have reset that. Oh, man, this section is not hard either. Definitely need practice on this, but we'll go through the whole world. You know what? We are not going to go through the whole world. We're gonna get a better start than that. See you, Soup. Yeah, Downwell is tough. One of my most recent plats. Duck Game is good. Yeah. I don't know, Catacomb Kids? Okay, let's try this again. God damn. Gotta take that jump a little bit later. Let's see if we can get this in one. Yeah, that's fine though. That's a decent death. Okay, 1. Good. Ooh, that was close. Damn. All right, so that's 3 total deaths. Good, glad to get through that section without a death. It's very tough. Man, I wish I practiced the boss more. I died so many times on that boss. These jumps can be tough. Ah, shoot. That's a bad one, too, because I did not even hit a breakable. Yeah, like, that's the death that I should have taken last time. This section looks kind of crazy, but is very easy. Alright, so that's 5 deaths total, 2 more levels to go. Don't die here. This checkpoint is super easy. This jump's tough. Good. Okay, and now this, we can take a death or 2 here. No bonus levels required for the trophy. There's our death. 2. Look at those walls. Oh, very bad. Hard jumps here, too. Oh, man, I threw. We still have a shot, but... Okay, we have 1 death that we can take in this level. You have to go all the way left and then jump right, and you'll go up into the wall. Go practice that coffin again. We got 1 death to go. Hopefully we can survive. This level's not insanely long either. So basically, hopefully it won't just come down to the boss. This can be a tough... That can be a tough little drop. Okay, there's our death. It's a new one. I don't think I've ever died like that. Right, the swinging blocks. Okay, tiny jumps here. Ooh. Okay, and if we can flawless the boss, I think we have it. Will be tough, though. Two more. 3. One more hit. Got a good pattern here, please. Ah, shoot. Okay. Oh man, what a choke. Let's see. I think that was one off. Oof. Yeah, just don't die, it's easy. Okay. Let me go practice. Which coffin do we want to practice? Maybe this guy. Is this jump? Ooh, alright, yeah, that was close. Bad death, but that's okay. Feeling more comfortable with it now. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing it so risky for no reason. Don't fall into it. That's dangerous. Jump into it. Into which one? The first one? So this guy, you say jump into it. So like jump into it from the left wall, I'm guessing. That. I don't know. I like the fall better, honestly. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if that was on a timer or something. All right, let's try this again. That's fine. That's a decent death. Fine. I'll be happy getting out of this with 2 deaths. If we could take a third one reset. also panic. What is happening there, but we got up. Yeah, made it. Okay, now we took a bunch of very unneeded deaths here last time. Good. This rhythm feels great. That's a great checkpoint. Okay, so we're at 4 total. Good. Always holding my breath for that. Ooh. Nice, flawless. Okay, so we're still at 4. Whew, flawless. All right, still at 4. All right, don't choke on the final level. Boss has gone very bad in the past, so we are certainly not guaranteed. Good. Another checkpoint down. Tiny jumps here. Too big. That was also too big, but our corpse saved us. Okay, 5 deaths for the boss. There's 1. God. That should be fine. Good. Ooh. Three. One more hit and we got him. Do it. Oh my god. Disaster. Got him. Artificial bear, and that should be the plat. hopefully. Ooh, Ursine God. Ooh, very good. Wow. Okay, that's a tough one. Let's see what number I am in the world to get that. I think I am number 15 according to PSN profiles. Alex, thank you for hanging out this whole time. Great game. I would love to. I'm gonna start working on the video tomorrow. Probably would love to chat with you at some point. I'll DM you. Thank you everyone for hanging out and watching the streams. Let's see how many hours did that take me. Let me turn off my game screen real quick so I don't dox myself. Let's see how many hours that took. 48 hours. It's right behind me. Turn myself off. 48 hours. Cool. Well, should we try? Let me try one. Let me try one boss rush while we're here. I do feel bad about cheesing the boss rush. Yeah, so I don't even know what 240 can't possibly be an actual time. Yeah, first time I heard the soundtrack too. I'm sure the soundtrack's great. I'm just always too worried about YouTube copyright claims, that kind of stuff. Oh my god. Fernego, thank you so much. $50 pays for the game. That's 50 PLN. Don't even know where that is, but pays for the game. That's always the goal of the YouTube channel, to to make enough off the video to pay for the game. So I appreciate it. Yeah, as I was saying, so one of the trophies is boss rush, do it deathless. The trophy is bugged, which I knew about, but I did not intentionally do. Yeah, 13 USD. Appreciate it, Renego. That's awesome. So we'll give this another shot super briefly. I was not super close. I think the run where it accidentally popped, I had like 15 deaths. But I did a lot of practice. I think the one that I struggled with the most was the World 4 boss, the dancing guy. So I practiced him a ton and eventually found a pattern that I was pretty happy with. We'll do one run to see how far we can get. Yeah, I don't know. He definitely behaves strangely sometimes. One more. Should do it. All right, and then this guy, I found like a speedrun strat for this guy where I got this timing down. A couple of times I hit him on that icicle fall. Like I didn't need to trap him. Whoa. Let's get back up there. Ow. Okay, well there goes the deathless. Anyways, I hit him on that first icicle fall, which felt fancy. we'll keep going for a bit. This guy, if I don't get the right pattern, and I might have screwed that up. Looks like it's the same. If I don't get the right pattern to just cheese this guy completely, it would take so many deaths. I have no idea how to, or it would be so much chaos doing this guy normally. We hide in here. The pattern might have been screwed up because I kind of flailed there. There we go. That's impressive. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I would get used to it if I tried to fight him legit. All right, this guy is tough. This guy, I feel like I finally got a good pattern. But again, Alex, this is the thing that I was talking about where based on, like, spawning into the level from the start versus checkpoints, certain cyclones behave slightly differently. So, like, because I'm starting this level fresh, he's going to be doing a slightly different pattern than if I die and have to use the checkpoint. And obviously I have the... If I died and had to use the checkpoint from the beginning, it would have been a slightly different pattern. It's a new one. Then this fight, we just practice that. We are apparently not very good at. Yeah, Wizard is definitely tough. I'm not super practiced at the Wizard. I thought about going for Mega Man X. Or the new Mega Man game. What is that? Mega Man 11 as a plat coming up. But those games look hard too. And then this is this is probably the best boss in the game in my opinion. I feel like he's the guy. I mean, I'm totally cheesing it at this point because I'm destroying all of the obstacles, but wow. This is the guy that I probably have the most practice on because it was so hard to no death the entire level, and then you also needed to do a speed run of this world. This was probably the second hardest level to no death, I feel like, after 7-2. Nice. Okay, and then here's the Wizard. Yeah, Wizard could definitely take 5 to 10 lives pretty easily, I feel like. very close calls there. Sliding into this little gap is tricky. Ooh. Yeah, it didn't quite make it. I don't know which one got me. If it was... Yeah, dang. Ooh, very bad death. Right now I'm just kind of trying to cheese it. Take the easy path. This, on first playthrough, this was probably the hardest part of the level. That's very tough. Ooh, what a snipe. Terrible death. That was very close too. Spot me at the end there. And the last part can be tricky, depending on where he starts from. Really, you just have to dodge a couple there. Ooh, he got me. Very end. Nice reading chat there. And that does it. 19. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely a ways away from getting perfect. So the way that you glitch the trophy is that if you paused and reset right after beating him, it gave you the trophy. Which I did accidentally, but oh well. Okay, cool. Well, thank you everyone. I'm gonna start working on the video for this. I might stream. I really want to play the Prince of Persia Metroidvania game, so I might stream that in a week or so. But I'm gonna get to work on the full video for this game. Oh, you can fire them like a spring. Did not know that. I'll have to find the level that I had the most corpses on. I think I had like 400 on my first V playthrough of 7-2. So, okay, cool. Well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Good chatting with all you. Alex, I might DM you for stuff about the video. And yeah, we will see you all later. Bye, everyone.